Flip. Hello, hello! I know, it's weird. I'm not playing Skull the Hero Slayer, even though I've been playing that back to back for like 2 weeks straight. Will I be playing some of it tonight? Probably. I don't know how long how long it'll take us to It might take the entire stream, but if it looks like it's gonna take longer to complete Paradise Killer, I might jump into that for a run because I really like that game. But tonight we're gonna try and shoot for completing Paradise Killer if we can. We've been pretty close for a while. It's just a matter of all the relationships maxing out. Here's the thing. The game I could beat now. I could. I just want to get all the details and essentially treat it like a 100% run. And that's what we're working towards. So let's jump into that. Yeah, there we go. Everything's loaded in just fine. So let's continue this investigation.
Paradise Killer.
We left off when we were over here. I believe we'd just spoken, so we can't hang out. We can check. So we're basically trying to do now is get max adulation with everyone. So it requires just essentially roaming to different people, talking to them, roaming back to someone else. And that is what's left to do before I can go and complete the game. Thankfully, an achievement will pop when I max out a relationship with everyone, or with, not with everyone, but with each character. So I'll just know at that point, oh, don't go back to this character. Wrong button. I mean, there's also the different, like, the leads. But that's just talking to different people. I could just use quick traveling, but first I'm gonna head over here. I'm gonna kind of cycle through them. I'm definitely pretty close with a few characters to maxing out their relationship level. I believe 8 is the max. But beyond that, just kind of a wait and see.
Witness to the end.
This is indeed Witness. Yeah. Anything new to say? Oh, yeah, we have new things to talk to you about as we talk to other people. I understand you've become more secretive, maybe a bit paranoid?
What?
Who told you that? I don't want to divulge my source.
You sinners lie and the skin.
The syndicate is full of officers that have strayed from the path. What I do is my business. All I wish to is to give myself to our gods. Personal business is my own. Secrets are dangerous, Witness. They can take physical forms before you realize. You don't need to lecture me, investigator.
Paradise feels.
Why did you want
warm.
Crimson to get the key to the second seal?
Of course not.
I didn't. You're lying. I've testified that you not only asked her to get the key, but that she gave you the key as well. It simply isn't true. It has nothing to do with Miss Acid. She's lying to you, Lady Lovedyes. You are being played. Have you got the key?
Another sinner.
I didn't even know the second seal required a key. I don't have it. You're lying. I am not Lady Lovedyes. Miss Acid is tricking you. She's turning us against each other. Why? It's your job to find out. Were you and Carmelina married 25 years ago?
What?
No, we'd fallen apart a few years before that. Why do you ask? Apparently she went into isolation for you about 25 years ago.
Surely this is a joke.
I remember that. I have no idea what she was doing. She likes to lose herself in her work. She said she was working on a project, didn't want to be disturbed.
Got it.
Was full isolation unusual? A little, but I didn't pay much attention. Syndicate's fall from grace was a bigger concern.
Got it.
Where did she isolate herself? She's always built herself little hideaways on the islands, places she won't be disturbed. Don't know where it was. Did you experience a Collins blackout last night? From the reality folding drive burst? I didn't. When they have occurred before, they've always been hard to pinpoint. They don't affect the whole island. Yes, Crimson to get the key to the second holy seal from KHX.
What?
No,
Test me.
Witness, I'm losing my
Is
patience.
this a fact?
By asking her to do that, and
Or
by
a
her
truth?
account, taking a copy from her, you're the prime suspect for who went through it.
What?
Did nothing of the
I
sort.
have a bad feeling.
You're
about
denying
this.
all of it, or just going through the seal?
Gods are displeased.
All of it. I had nothing to do with Miss Acid's preposterous story or the second seal. No desire to cooperate at all. I can't cooperate with the fabrication. I mean, true, but it's not a fabrication. Yes, yes, let's get to the... What was it like growing up in the Chaos Palace?
The gods are
The
watching
building
us.
is an insane network of twisting geometry. I did not see the outside world until I fled for the Syndicate with Ezekiel. I had no concept of time. Gave me a unique perspective on the world. What took you to the palace? What took you to the palace? Not sure most people would want to be there. I was enslaved as a child. The glorious crying grudge swept through Persia and was put to work in the Chaos Palace. The palace was insatiable. It grew without check, and we had to feed its hunger day and night. What happened to it?
What?
It was sacked during the Great Betrayal. Humanity stepped out of the light of the gods and steeped itself in sin. Great monuments to our holy benefactors were torn down. Chaos Palace was reduced to rubble, then used to build Alexander's cities. Palace should never exist again, but I despaired what we have lost.
Got it.
I don't think we all live in our own Chaos Palaces.
The games
The gods
of
can
the
lead us out.
gods.
Relationship increased.
The end times are low.
Yes, yes, hello, this nuisance is back. Oh, sweet, we don't have to talk about that, so we can just hang out. Got time to chat, Yuri? Look, the kind of person that likes to whine. Oh, that likes wine. Both statements are factually correct.
Pathetic.
I do want a fine drink. I am able to enjoy expensive wine, better wine. You're fortunate. It helps that I have access to older wines, always a sign of quality. Nicely aged wine is luxury. Glad you agree.
Don't be snide.
Not everyone can
Please.
appreciate wine. It isn't something for novices or the lower class. Just keep pandering, that's the only way to get him to like us more. You're knowledgeable. Yes. Goodbye, Freak. Goodbye, Yuri. He'll be more likely to provide us information if we continue to make him happy. If that means just kind of giving into his ego, that means giving to his ego. We are an investigator, after all.
Ha.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
Don't test me.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the guard because we just have to repeat the same text every time. Anything new? Nope. So just hang out. Okay, something, architect? What is it? How can you be sure that the next item will be perfect? There are no certainties in architecture and design, but they're nebulous and subjective. We can never be sure the design of the next item will be perfect.
Sure.
Are people calling it Perfect 25? The mind always looks for reassurance, something concrete to hold on to. The world is chaotic and people crave respite.
We have achieved perfection.
We believe we have solved the problem of demonic corruption. Syndicate seized upon this as a sign of success, a sign of perfection. Do you think it'll be perfect?
Craft is its
As
own
close as we've
lord.
come to it, Syndicate has so many problems to solve with the islands. We're always undermined by the threat of demonic corruption. We cannot do our holy work while our home rots surround us.
Sure.
Can the Syndicate cope if Perfect 25 fails? It won't fail.
I'm glad to be back.
Hypothetically.
Do your job.
Concentrate on your investigation. Let me worry about perfection. Okay, so we have more to talk to you about, more to talk to them about. So the exclamation marks will be telling us who we haven't got talked with the details about. We have 48 blood crystals. We can take advantage of a few quick travel moments. Save first.
Getting saved.
Let's go to the... I wonder if I alternate back and forth between Akiko and... I'm forgetting his name at the moment. The prisoner. would that count as doing something else and be able to continue the hangout and stuff? Or would I have to go further away? Does that be less quick traveling?
Grand Marshal Agaku 14.
Henry, right? There's nothing in your report about Henry seeing New Night during his escape.
That's a lie, Nenorochito.
The babbling of I'm not going to try pronouncing these words I don't even know. But, possessed by a demon. There's only one statue of New Night on the island, correct? Why does it matter?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Where is it?
Rahat.
Why do you care?
Don't like this.
Just answer the question. Statues in the barracks. The goddess only gives her attention to soldiers.
The investigator is here.
So how could Henry have seen it last night? He couldn't have. The barracks is secure. You're spouting gibberish to confuse you.
When love dies, all that remains.
I'm just
are
going to ask you,
facts.
Kiko. Did you take him to the barracks last night?
Nenorochito.
In your mind, you think I helped him escape? Nonsense! Goodbye. Henry went through the HQ to get to the council building. Why didn't he show up in the HQ logs? The nightmare computer at the entrance to the HQ didn't log Henry entering the HQ. What is this?
Don't test me.
Don't make me repeat myself again.
Do you want to die?
How do I know you're not making this up? The statement is accurate. Henry Division does not appear in the logs for the Syndicate HQ. So we found another way in then. I don't know. Which other way? You're the investigation freak. You take your little pocket calculator, go out, get out of my face, and work it out. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? No, it didn't. Not a minute. You're going to die. Humor me.
Turfa.
I don't even know how you would pronounce that.
Oh,
Why did you become a soldier? What is this? What are you doing? Trying to get to know you? Listen, I'm waiting to execute this, not have a therapy session.
the investigator is here.
Okay, the greatest soldier Syndicate has known.
Chedraku.
What is this, respect? You repelled the 19th sequence invasion. Just want to know about your military background. Surely that's not too much to ask.
Rahat.
What?
I'm a soldier.
My parents died in the wars when I was 9. I was orphaned in the army of New Night. Became a child soldier, mastering guerrilla warfare. 13, I led an insurgency through my home country to push your damned harmony out of my country. He's not my... You were deceived by him and nearly allowed him to destroy the Syndicate. Now here I am talking to you and wishing I was dead. You like killing? I'm not a murderer. I'm a soldier. I didn't say murder. Killing and murder are different.
Free.
That's the first intelligent thing out of your mouth.
Soldiers of honor.
Soldiers a job to do. We disconnect from life and become blades. We fight to give the world meaning. The world needs conflict. What am I doing talking to you like this? Careful, Kiko. You almost opened up. Goodbye.
You're tr-
Ooh, the
Something else,
investigator is
Kiko?
here.
Good. More details. It's nothing. I need your help, Kiko. No one has anything on Lydia and Sam. Surely the head of the military keeps an eye on people. Fine. No one forgives gossiping. This is a time of crisis, so I'll tell you what you know.
Sure.
We?
Ish pros.
God Justice Marshals. Keep up. The marshals have told me they've seen Lydia and Sam meeting in secret at the farm.
That's weird.
Why the farm? It's your job, investigator. That's where we found the link to the, Because I explored everywhere. Any items they're going to tell me about, we'll find.
The investigator is here.
Yeah, we already had talked about this, so I don't have...
Henry Division.
Did you experience... Why would he... He doesn't have comms. Why can we even ask him that? Let's talk, Henry. What now?
The investigator is here.
What is it like living as a citizen on the islands? Just swell. Non-stop praying and working. You're in school and you were possessed. We all get an education. Most of us don't need it. We're just going to be put to work down in the caverns. Some get cushy office jobs, the rest of us slave away. You fucks with resurrect your gods faster than any of us gave a shit. Kidnapping and enslaving people really isn't the way to get a crowd enthused about the prospect of reviving monsters from the other side of the cosmos. Whatever. So let's test that theory. Is that enough another action to
Grand Marshal Agaku 14.
be something else to come back new? Maybe quick traveling out of the area and back would solve that. Who knows? What I do know is I stopped to talk to them at least 6 more times. And up there, where is... Right here. The graveyard, right.
One last kiss.
Did you experience a... Be very convenient if that happened last night, wouldn't it? I think whoever told you he's lying. Nothing to talk about there, it's just the hangout. Time in the world, yeah, it ends. Isn't it worth saving? That's for you to decide, for better or worse. The crime happened, the syndicate was on a straight path. Now that path branches, the truth you believe in will determine the fate of the syndicate. Which branch do you think we should take? Weed out the corruption. The syndicate is no place for paranoia and conspiracy. We have a holy cause. We have forgotten that. We're in a position to craft a perfect society. Perfection? You said there was no such thing as perfection. So we did. The idea of perfection is intoxicating. We guys let our guard down, start believing in it. We kidnap people from the real world and force them to worship our gods. The present service in the island, working in our factories and farms for being killed in a mass slaughter ritual. Hard to imagine much perfection coming from that. Perhaps we should wipe the slate clean? How do we do that? I have no idea, investigator. Everyone's in that oh, right, Doom Jazz. I haven't spoken to him in a while. I can go to Sam or Doom. Sam is closer, I think. I think it's work away, run over to Doom. I should have ran over to him when I was talking to the architect. Whatever, time to make another loop talking to everyone. The real good thing, there's not really health in this game, so we don't have to worry about fall damage. Reminds you, didn't we have something to check out in the dead zone again? Yeah, we haven't gotten the answer to how to get into Henry's apartment yet. Oh, I should go to the speak to the march to the barracks, I guess.
Sam Daybreak.
Did you experience a common blackout last night from the reality folding drivers? Did you couldn't contact your aide for a while? That because of a blackout? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Fancy a drink?
You know me? It's my ability, Vortex. Just neat is okay. When it's a punch-out test.
That's strange.
That sure hits you. I don't serve this to many guests. They find it too much. It's harder to appreciate. You understand, don't you, LD? You miss being an assassin?
Is this a joke?
That doesn't interest me anymore, LD. But it was your calling for so long. Being an assassin hurts so many people. A new calling, a new craft, can't you see? Do you miss the Paradise Cycle unit?
Don't like
Every day, being an investigator completes me.
Fancy a drink?
That's how I feel, LD. Serving the right drink can change a life. That's better than taking life, isn't it? If someone didn't take a life, I wouldn't be here having this conversation. Oh, that's true, isn't it? I have enjoyed our conversations, LD. The rest of the investigation proceeds smoothly. This is our last chat. I'm afraid I need to say goodbye to the spa one last time. So many memories. Been a pleasure, Sam. Take care, won't you, LD? Always. We got the max relationship with Philosophy of Bar Mastery. Chief max hangout level is Sam. Here. That's one down.
If you want to live.
Yeah, you're still
Stay
rude.
back.
Getting saved.
Probably pretty close to completing Lydia and Acid's max friendship levels as well. Or hangout levels.
So you get a daybreak.
Just to make sure.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Think you could ever go back to the old life? You mean being an assassin? You asking because of the case? This is all off the record, just chatting. Told you that part of my life is over. Got no taste for it. Do you miss it? I miss the abstract, ignoring the actual murder part. Having a skill to get good at was good. Give me a purpose. These hands aren't for killing now. You get a long time to think on these islands. Not worth it. What isn't worth it? Ending lives. What's the point? Life is too important to end early. My line of work was just facilitating another person's ambition. You should be working for yourself, not someone else. What about working for the Syndicate? That's different. We're part of something here. Higher calling. We worship our gods and work for their glory. Not the same as a few coins for a slit throat. What about you? Happy working again? I'm the investigation freak. The old nickname. Something to live up to. I'll drop you back at the beach again. This time I brought you something. Contemplative painting obtained. One of your paintings? Yeah, from one of the beaches. It's amazing. Thanks, Lydia. Something to remember your return to paradise by. If I get an apartment on the next island, this will get pride of the place. Appreciate it, LD. Listen, when Jordan drives, we get this thing solved, so there's the next island. Get me if you got a question about the case, yeah? Will do. Thanks again, Lydia. So that means Lydia, yeah, max friendship. Philosophy of driver. Achieve max hand level with Lydia.
Relic obtained.
Next up is Crimson. I gotta speak to the guards. I mean, if I want to go over to Kiko and whatnot, run the route, this would be the place in the loop to go, but it's too far, really, to warrant.
Crimson Acid.
Got time for a chat, Crimson? Still read much, lady? Not a lot to read in the Idle Lands.
Good work.
Let me give you this. One of the citizens we brought on the island was carrying a few volumes of it. Plenty of paper.
That's strange.
Nagoshi's helicopter. A humble designer dreams about flying a helicopter through the city. Looks good. Does he achieve his goal? You need to read it to find out. That with spoilers. Or did you miss most in exile? The old gang live in the shadow of genocidal gods. Praise be, of course. You guys made it better.
Did.
It's a different time back then. The islands were myths. It was against the world. Syndicate got too comfortable, too predictable. But last night happened. A lot of good times on the old islands. Mortality is a fun thing to experiment with. Endless possibility. You started settling down though. Didn't end because you got exiled. Found me getting married? Hardly. All of a sudden it got boring in one way or another. Montserrat started cracking the whip about building better islands. Kiko got a stick up her ass. Doom Jazz only knows so many tricks. I'm glad you got married and found happiness, but you left me behind.
Sorry.
Didn't realize. Oh, we were just fooling around.
Don't be coy.
We were. I enjoyed it. I want it to last longer. It's been a neon, but we can pick up where we left off. Only once before this island ends. Don't be a tease, lady. I'm not teasing.
Thank you.
Just a one-time thing, right? I'm solving the mass murder of the council after being in exile. Not a place to make long-term life decisions. Works for me. Missed you, Crimson. Missed you too, lady. Remember, this was a one-time thing. Keep it business now. We'll see what happens on the next island. Achievement. Velocity Vital. Achieve max hangout level with Crimson.
obtained.
I've got like the lowest hangout level with Doom Jazz probably because I have not been going to him.
Game saved.
I could run over there. A bit slower than just quick traveling. Yeah, I'll do this route again.
Ha.
Except this time I'll remember to speak to Doom Jazz.
Witness to the end.
I didn't think there'd be anything there because we haven't spoken. But on chat witness, let's warn you that I'm not one for long conversation. Yes. What else do you remember the great betrayal? Understand what salvation is. I was married to another inhabitant of the palace. Wonderful woman. She chose heresy over the gods. Do not blame her. It was a troubling time. The whole world changed. Temptation of a new life drove us apart. I refused to abandon our heavenly masters. She chased me throughout the Chaos Palace, determined to take my life. Ezekiel saved me, found a way out as the palace was attacked and we were free. We had no idea that what daylight or time was. We knew we had to find the remaining believers. We wandered the desert for many days until we met a small caravan of worshippers. We went with them and found the start of the Syndicate. We became obsessed with growing the Syndicate. And now you work only for the gods? The Syndicate's work is holy work. And the Syndicate, the gods will never rise again. There's a balance, however. Ezekiel saved me, and now I must save the Syndicate.
That's weird.
Save? I can save it. Too many of us have forgot to adhere to the ways of Silent Goat taught us. When was the last time you did a full prayer routine? I will evangelize these values in the new island and bring us back into the light. Or for that to happen, you need to do your job, Lady Love Dies. Let us not do social calls into the next island.
Sure.
Understood. Maybe I'll see you on the next island. Maybe. The truth I find about the murder may involve you witness. A devoted servant like myself has nothing to fear. Philosophy of Zealot. Achieve max hangout level with witness. You were closer to that than I thought.
You reunite.
Don't
Make this the last time, freak. You ever been in love, Yuri?
You got nothing
Love
on
doesn't offer anything. Love constrains ambition, blinds you to your goal. Love can make you understand more about yourself and others.
insufferable.
I understand myself and others just plain. Some of us are rulers and the rest are meant to be ruled. The word is very simple, freak. You people confuse yourselves with love and affection. Fills your senses, stops you from achieving
I
excellence.
don't like this.
You open your heart, you open your mind. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. Philosophy of Secretary. Achieve max hangout level with Yuri. Good, I don't want to speak to him again if I don't have to.
Game saved.
We definitely aren't close to Doom Jazz, Akiko, or Henry. But we're getting there. I have to go to the barracks. I could go to the barracks now.
Halt! This is a restricted area.
Question to Kiyozawa. Do you see Kiko deny the murder? Yes, she returned here after Henry escaped. Got a way to prove that? Our word is all you need.
Paradise Fields.
Hard to believe the word of the Grand Marshal's loyal troops. What do you want, freak? I wanted Kiko's phone records for last night. They're classified.
Crime.
I'm the investigator.
Hide.
Grand Marshal Kiko's our leader, not you. What do you want, freak? Hmm. Ah, we got the answers there, so that's good enough. Go here and go speak to Doom Jazz. We already got those phone records, so you know.
Halt! What do you want?
I have a bad feeling about this.
We do have to go through this every time, annoyingly.
Architect Carmelina's Island.
Hey, something,
We
architect?
have achieved perfection.
I want to give you something, investigator. So this will be the final one with her as well.
That's
Aye.
strange.
The eye of a worshipper of blood dancer, been preserved and reformatted into a storage device.
Craft is its own reward.
Chronicles of blood dancer have been imprinted into it. By examining the cards of the eye, you may learn about the goal.
Is this a fact?
Blood dancer caused multiple planet-wide genocides to effect his insane technology.
How dare you?
There are always sacrifices for progress, investigator. What are your sacrifices? Personal question. Every day we make micro choices about how we live. Each one bears the weight of our vision for our own future. Is doing this going to better realize my goal? No? Should I do it? Even though it is more beneficial to the world or loved ones? Can I live with the consequences? That sounds great.
We have achieved perfection.
Individual consequences do not have to be life-altering. They all add up, though.
Craft is its own
Please go and
reward.
enjoy the island day, love dies. You may learn more about yourself.
I'm glad to be back.
Thank you for your time, Architect. Philosophy of Architect. She max hanging out level with Carmelina. Yeah, Carmelina. Preserved eye, which was at the Chronicles of the blood of the God Blood Dancer, recorded to it. So that's one we're down. So we're making some really good progress on this. I thought I was further away. There it is. I was like, wait, where's the elevator for this?
Dr. Doom Jazz.
Didn't bother to talk to you. So that means you have a bunch of case files. Yep. Oh, this is probably this is the last person to talk to for all these, at least. What's the way with the photo of Akiko on your boat?
I'm a professional.
And your business, investigator. But said none of your business. Leave it. You've been told that you're in love with Akiko.
This is bad.
Assume you paid for that secret, and your business to anyone else has nothing to do with your case. Did you experience a Collins blackout last night from the rally floating drive burst? Can't say I did. They're pretty unusual. Hugo thinks the demon tricked the inhibitors, and that's how Henry escaped. Certainly a theory. Is it a good one? There's no proof. Can't say anything without proof.
Theoretically,
We've never encountered this phenomenon before, but every race of demons is different. It's worth considering, but you need to try and find proof before relying on theory. Keep that in mind. What about death screams? Will they cause an adrenaline burst?
hypothetically.
Maybe. I don't know how you'd weaponize a death scream. What about one of these? That strange device we found for.
Hypothetically.
Looks like it records death screams. That directional speaker.
Got it.
It is. How would you record a death scream? You could record the brain activity using electrodes. The device looks like it has a crystal in it. And crystals are capable of recording emotions. Death scream gets written to that, and upon stimulation, the crystal would output the scream. The one-shot use, though. You can see the crystal is burnt out. Could never experience the death screams as I'm not a sufferer. Then you want my opinion, though. Demon-possessed Henry is attuned to psychic energy. This could have been used to agitate it. And if you want to turn Henry into a weapon. Did you examine the dead guards of the First Holy Seal? Nope, Kiko wouldn't let me. Why?
Investigate.
She said that's military restriction. She didn't want the corpses of her soldiers suspected with a post-mortem. Even though there could be evidence?
I'm worried.
Never mind, she's already got the case solved. Henry's behind bars, and he clearly did it.
Ooh,
I'm
Do you believe that?
professional.
Not much in a belief, Slub dies. Wait and see what the truth you find. Is there a database of DNA or blood samples running on the island?
How?
You want to run some blood? Wish I could help. Except for the crisis meeting last night, parts of central servers started corrupting.
got it.
That's convenient.
The island is
Isn't
about to
it?
end.
Became aware of it because the terminal in my lab does an automated backup in the early hours.
Strange.
Got a report the backup failed. Took a look at it, and part of the medical archive is corrupted.
Sure.
There's a backup central server on the moon. That went down as well. Corruption spread, not to all of the moon database. You can access most files in there. Where's the server on the island? The caverns under the island. Zero Heavy Industries maintains it. The only entrance into the cavern is via the Deep Factory. That's under lockdown.
What the hell?
Why? Deep Factory is shut down at the end of the island. Only 4 people can lock it. Council members? Back in Origin, ran Mouse Hero, but her dead body's up in the Count's penthouse. Same with Pandora 2. She ran Dead Nebula in the Deep Factory. Lena Rose, second command Dead Nebula, but they're on the next island. Really took them early on. And Balthazar Tears was Mac Insistent and Miss Hero, but he's on the next island as
I
well.
have a bad feeling about this.
I'll go to the Trinity Island and bring Nick, Lena, and Balthazar back, and they can open the Deep Factory so I can find out what the hell's going on with that server.
Fabulous.
Not so fast, Love Dies. No one leaves that island. Judge orders. Because you need Lydia to take you next island, and she's on your list of suspects, right?
Don't like this.
So what do I do about the server? 2 options. Shock it to bad luck, coincidence, or let it feel dreadful, all-consuming conspiracy. I'll go for the second one. Haha, keep on checking, Love Dies. Doc, thoroughly seals a blood lock code to the Council Blood. Makes sense.
Got it.
Who's got Council Blood?
Investigator.
Is this a trick question, Love Dies? Only the Council. What if that wasn't true?
Why?
Yes, if someone secretly has Council Blood? That's stretched, Love Dies. What about you? Do you keep samples of Council Blood? I do for medical reasons. They're locked down, though. Could someone have taken one? They're under high security. Anything suspicious recently? Nope. Anyone been in your clinic who shouldn't be in there recently?
What?
Nope. Although I did catch Sam in there. He's just picking up his prescription, though.
Ooh, the investigator.
Can you check the
is in.
Council's blood samples are all accounted for? Let me just pull up the inventory on my phone. It's alright, the app is taking ages to load. That's odd. There's one missing. The security alarm didn't go off.
Nanny, the hell?
Whose sample is missing? Kafka Memories.
Sure.
There's an anomaly with Kafka's log into the blood
I
lock.
had no idea.
It's bad enough,
Don't
guys.
test me.
You don't need to tell me. It was you and or Sam at the scene.
I
Oh, we
had nothing to do with this.
didn't do it. Do I have to speak to Sam again? Blood sample from your clinic was found in the seal. And Sam snooped in your clinic. Maybe he took the sample and used it?
You've got this.
Well, it sure as hell wasn't me. Don't we know who Henry's father is?
How?
Meanwhile, he wasn't that tracked like every other birth? Yes, you're the doctor after all. When she gave birth, she said she didn't know who the father was. What about DNA? Test came up blank. Isn't that concerning? Very. Not a lot I can do, though.
What the hell?
How would a DNA test come up blank? You missed someone and don't have them recorded. Don't think that this is important enough, guys. Not sure how this relates to the council murder.
Sure.
What if someone deliberately kept the birth a secret? Why would they do that? Someone having an affair they shouldn't be? Possibility. They need some high-level clearance for that. Or access to you.
That's not nice.
That's quite the accusation, investigator. I just call my father the
You're
child.
joking.
But
The investigator is.
the blood
here.
samples match.
This is bad.
The only place you could have got a sample of Corma's blood is from his grave. You broke into my best friend's grave to get a blood sample? You desecrate the resting place of someone I consider a brother to run around with some conspiracy theory?
What?
We're done here. Like investigator, and I'll help you with any genuine lines of inquiry you have. I won't tolerate this. Do you give Sam blood? Yes, I do. He has a rare condition. Notice he has no flesh, and his skeleton is bright red. Council approved letting him have citizen blood that is in the temple. Developed this condition a few sequences ago. It's like his body's starting to give out. You examined Grace's bloodlines when Henry killed her, right, Doc? And that's the one for sure.
Sure.
Was there anything odd about the scene of the victim?
I'm worried.
You mean odd for a case of demonic possession? Didn't get to examine the scene for long. Kiko was in a rush to contain the area. Pretty open and shut case.
Theoretically.
Marcus and Grace were strange, though.
That's weird.
In what way? Henry's other victim, his mother, had the same sigils scorched in her skin as Henry. Grace had those sigils, but they weren't scorched. They looked like they had been carved with a blade. The demon inside Henry burns with a cosmic fire. His victims received the same branding. So as he killed the council, they'd all carry the sigils? Depends on how he did it. I don't have a lot of evidence to support this, but I expect the sigils to only be scorched on victims he had sustained close contact with. The cut and run probably wouldn't do it, but the strangulation would. Could mention that I would expect the inhibitors to prevent him or limit the scorching of those sigils into victims. So why are Grace's sigils cut into her? Right off the madness of demonic possession. I don't know a whole lot about this kind of thing, so I figured he carved them himself as some kind of ritual. Can't say for sure though. Thanks for your help, Doc. What do you know about a photo taken of Grace's throat during your examination? photos, but they were confiscated by Kiko. Classified or whatever. Found one on the Marshall server. Can I get your opinion on it? The bruising in the throat looks odd.
Theoretically,
Because the fingers that did it aren't uniform. Normal strangulation, bruising, you can see areas of pressure from the fingertips and the knuckles.
how?
Pressure on these is misaligned. This is normally because the attacker is wearing jewelry, specifically in this case, a ring on their wedding ring
The
finger.
investigator is here.
What about power armor? No, the gauntlets, the Marshall's power armor, are gloves with armored plates on top of the hands. Who wears a wedding ring? Or wore a wedding ring? This was 10 years ago. You see the Grand Marshal last night?
Strange.
I kicked off the murder when I examined Henry. Can't help you with anything before that love dies. Spoken to Kiko? Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? You've spoken to Kiko, right? She'll tell you what he did. Or anything about demons in the island? Good job, my love dies. Marshals killed them all, didn't they? Got a sick dog? The investigation's going. Got a bad guy yet?
Indeed.
You got some handcuffs somewhere around here if you need them. Maybe we'll have you use them on.
Indeed.
Only a few special
I don't
ones.
Like this.
You'll not settle down then? Not that kind of guy. Too much experience. Small island, not that much experience. Every person's unique. Each island has a lot of new people. Relations with citizens are forbidden. Do you want me to get the handcuffs? Or take me in? You replaced your arms. Nice topic change. An updated model by MHI. They have improved haptics on the fingers. Strictly for medical purposes, I'm sure. Want to test them?
Sorry.
Supposed to investigating a mass murder.
Been wonderful.
Everyone's
see
supposed to
you
do a
again.
lot of things. Let's see what happens later. Goodbye, Doc.
My favourite investigator.
Enraptured by you, love dies.
I have
Assad
a
enthralled. I don't know what Assad
feeling
means.
about this.
It's a new word to me. Where's this going? Saying the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. Better know about people.
I had nothing to do
Maybe
with
there's
this.
something I can help you with. Here's something you want to tell the investigator?
The island is about
He goes
to
in trouble.
end.
You're mixing business and pleasure. The council found out. They're planning on stripping her of her authority on the next island.
What the hell?
Mixing business and pleasure? Not giving the details out.
And, the
And who
truth.
told you?
You've got this wrong.
Eyes Kiwami, before he died. It's loose lipped after a drink. And who told Akiko? I get loose lipped around women in power armor. Thank you, Doctor. So, we have some updates there. Yeah, I need to go to the dead zone, but I need I want to get the access to this safe first. We'll have to speak to Henry again, but we have to teleport back up in that area anyways. And we have to go up and speak to the architect again, surprisingly. Let's go do that first, because it'll just be easier if we do. The traveling wise. Let's find a save point first, because that was a lot to read.
Game saved.
We definitely have enough, more than enough blood crystals for me to use the quick traveling now to get to the two
What do you want?
far apart groups or locations.
Architect Carmelina Silent.
Okay, when did your marriage with Witness end?
I have no idea.
Are you
what you're
asking?
talking-
I'm glad to be
Forgot
here.
something. I assume you'll cooperate. Like 9 years
The
ago.
investigator
You wore a
is
wedding ring?
here.
Of course. What is this about? Thank you for your help. And that's all we had to go and talk about. That was a waste of time. Doesn't say anything about talking to... Good, we don't have to talk to Witness. probably won't. Will I finish this game tonight? Well, I'll decide. But is that after all these talking and the friend stuff, I don't know if I'll be able to read the finale.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Recovering from dental work, so my mouth hurts talking too much. When should let Doom Jazz experience the dead bodies of the Martial Guards? There's no need. They'd been carved up by the monster, who, as I keep saying, is in custody. Surely even the investigation freak can see that it's an open and shut
I
case.
don't like
If
this.
it was, I wouldn't be here. What can you tell me about the demonic sigils in Grace's body?
Prost.
They was found Henry's
Sure.
mother. Been told they weren't. Her division sigils were scorched onto her by sustained close proximity to Henry. Grace's were carved into her flesh.
Nenorachito,
Got any
you're out
proof?
of your mind.
No solid proof, just a good bit of testimony. Were you carrying a blade when you arrested Henry? Of course, I was carrying my sword and a combat knife. Find a blade on Henry when you arrested him or after he had killed Grace? No. So how did sigils get carved into her body?
Touch.
No idea.
Dingura.
Demons? Thanks for the insight, Akiko. Why'd you confiscate the photo of Grace Bloodline's neck from Doom Jazz at the examination?
I'll kill you.
She was murdered by someone, possessed by a demon. Anything related to demonic possession is classified. That's standard procedure or just for evidence that doesn't tie into the official story?
Chedraku.
Standard procedure. Think you're really smart and clever with your snide insinuations. You're not. You're wrong. Got a minute? Going to do it. Humor me.
Ooh,
Do you do anything outside of
investigator is here.
soldering? I just want to know. We're all part of the syndicate, trying to establish a friendship.
I'm a soldier.
Why would I want to have a friendship with a, I don't even know how to remotely pronounce that, like you. Friends and relationships expand our worldview. They can also provide comfort and support.
Freak.
The investigator
Just
is
tell me
here.
something about yourself. Do you have a pet?
You need to back off.
Pet, fine. 2 goldfish. There we go. We're getting somewhere. What are their names?
I'll kill you.
Not telling you that.
That's
What drew you to fish? Do you have them as a kid?
Prost.
In the barracks, just after I was taken in by the new All-Night Army. Looked after them while I just in military life.
sure.
You miss those days? Or is no place for children, Prost? Did what I had to. What about...
Nenorachito.
That's it. I'm done. No more. Goodbye.
Nenoro.
Got it.
Is there something else, Kiko? More information. Is something you wanted to say earlier? Nothing.
Don't.
Spit it out.
test
Well
me.
busy. You know something about someone on the island? Fine. It's about Crimson.
What the hell?
What about her? She came to me in secret test about becoming a marshal.
Rahat.
Don't give this information up lightly.
Ish Prost.
Used to be a fine soldier. He was blessed by the gods for a role in repelling the 19th Island invasion.
Soldiers of
The only syndicate
honor.
member allowed to be a marshal. There was nothing I could do for her. Why are you telling me this? Henry's your only suspect. Henry did it, no doubt. She's telling you that there may be someone that would benefit from doing it. I'll look into it. Thank you, Akiko. Doesn't say anything new to talk about to Crimson about, so that our prior information is still enough.
Henry Division.
I didn't think there'd be anything there. Good, because he doesn't know anything. Any joy behind the islands? Oh yeah, too much really. What do you think? Just trying to get a hand on the island that birthed the crime to end all crimes. We do our work and pray. Sometimes we'll go to that bar. Sometimes we go to the beach.
I'm shocked.
Did you know that there's a
Stunned.
boat rides? Fucking boat rides.
Oh.
You been on one?
I spent my
Yeah, a long time ago. Mom took me. We didn't get the best seats. I was a problem kid and she was a single mother. Were you always shunned? She made some friends eventually. There's a mahjong club in one of the apartments. She got on with them. What about you? Found kids to hang out with. Not friends though. Just do stuff to make them laugh. Smash windows, set fire to people, whatever. That's when I started being arrested a lot. Hang on. What am I doing opening up like this? Whatever. Want to hear something fucking good? Got something? Yeah? Here's when you want to tell the investigator? Like investigator? Think you're onto something. Code to the safe in my apartment is... Why, thank you. Oh, you had a bad memory. Some things just get engraved on it. Trust me. Wish they didn't. People should have minds full of things. If you only have a couple of things drawn around there, it's torture.
My mind is like a desert covered in fog.
Same thing keeps bouncing off the edges of your conscience. And it's like a gunshot each time.
Key item obtained.
Yay! We can go speak to Grace, and then we'd be able to easily get over there, and that'd be a good route around. Because as much as I can quickly run to everyone, I'd like to keep it quicker and not just kind of wasting time traveling around now that I've collected everything. Water, it helps speak more.
One life gift.
I have all the time in the world to that ends. I do the corrupt ruling class.
What Mr.
The society never worked that out. The railroad would be a different place if they had. The ruling class are more in cities than the gods. They corrupt all that they touch, mutating society to be something that only benefits them. For every ruler that meets the guillotine, then it takes their place. Society bursts them with no respite.
Do you understand, investigator?
What would you do? The moral answer would be change hearts that would fit our character. Change hearts to change minds. Hope you're right. Hope you can do it. Like I'll repeat until you do. I've enjoyed the conversations. We have a job to do. Paradise needs saving. I'll assist you what I can. I save something for you if I don't need... For you, I don't need it anymore. Why do I need it? Never forget that the clock is ticking. Philosophy of Ghost! Achieve max out level with one last kiss. Let's go to ask that question to Sam, which is really just going to be a short response. We can use his link into the dead zone.
Sam Daybreak.
What were you doing in Doom Jazz Clinic, Sam?
I am under
What do you mean,
suspicion,
investigator?
Alti.
Doom Jazz told me he'd seen you sneaking around his clinic.
I am under
We must all be
suspicion,
deliberate with
Alti.
words, mustn't we?
My only
Wrong word choice can darken truth and catch false light conspiracy content. I have a prescription I need to get from the doctor. Prescription?
My unique
The lady killed me on the battlefield, my body refused to die, lived on in this form. Think it suits me, don't you? Fortunately, it's become quite debilitating. A few seconds ago, I began to require regular blood infusion. Where do you get the blood? Starlight ethically sourced from Doom Jazz and approved by the council. Using less blood as part of their worship, and some of that comes my way. Helping Syndicate is helping the gods, right? Please check with Doom Jazz. He'll collaborate my story. Duffy and Lydia want to get out Syndicate to plan for sourcing blood. There are a lot of blood banks out there, LD. Not going to start killing, am I?
Oh.
You didn't happen to break into a secure container and take a vial of council blood, did you? That's not something I would do, is it? Why'd I need to do that? Be if you were trying to breach the Holy Seals. You accusing me all day? We'll see. A blood vial in your chiller has the letter K on the label, where the first name would be
Paradise feels
Kafka Memories blood samples missing from Doom Jazz Clinic, and you weren't seen swimming in there.
What?
Is there an accusation anywhere in the LD?
That's it.
Do you know what the Holy Seals are? They are a secret, aren't they? How would I know? One is a blood lock. Several days ago, that blood lock was opened by Kafka Memory. Their councilmen had a business in the council building, didn't they? Montserrat decided the council should only ever enter the penthouse as a group.
Time is
They used that blood sample to gain access to the penthouse. Why'd I do that? You denying it? Of course I am. Didn't know what the third seal was until just now, did I? Never said it was the third seal. Oh, you did, didn't you? No, I was careful not to. Thanks, Sammy. Clearly, this is a big conspiracy between a lot of people. Everyone was kind of in on it. Which is interesting to know. Oh, I haven't entered from this side before, so it's got that prompt. I'm really good. The or the sprint is so fast. I never really use the flashlight. It doesn't really help. Maybe if you play this game in a dimmer light setting, but that'd be difficult to stream. So what are we looking for here? The safe and a secret bunker in the dead zone. Question then for the secret bunker part would be, where is it? First we handle the Henry's apartment thing. Let's see what citizen like Henry would be hiding in a safe. Grimoire of Majda. Bit of light reading. Book predates the Great Betrayal. It was written by a scholar of the esoteric Majda. He's famed for learning how to communicate with the gods and hold cosmic communes with them.
Don't test me.
It should be in the restricted vault at Syndicate's library.
Sure.
It's the restricted area a decade ago. Did he take this? This is the book Henry said he was given. This might prove that his possession was aided. So I'm on the island invaded by demons, but why? All that's left is the secret bunker in the dead zone in this area. Question is, can I find it now? I mean, I've spoken to pretty much everyone, so... Obviously not that. Oh, this feels like a secret bunker in a dead zone.
Ha. Ooh, the
There's a lock code
investigator
witness
is
in
here.
Carmeline's blood vials.
Insane.
But it's been entering this pretty regularly. When it's last entered 2 days ago.
The investigator
Carmeline has
is
been in here for years. See what Crimson told me about. Oh, this is cozy.
Got it.
There are crates like the one I found in the council penthouse. The crate must have come from
I
here.
have a bad feeling
It was
about
full of
this.
restraints and operating equipment. The restraints are all blessed. Chains and holy crystals. And the reason these is if you're trying to contain something
The
demonic.
investigator is
The
here.
name is being held in here. And the sign, go protect me. So he was responsible for the well, he was also clearly trying to investigate it. And we know for, like, we've got the surprise person, murderer person information. So it's really hard to say who is but responsible, but a bunch of people clearly are. It's a chromatograph. I don't pay attention to that class. When Sai and I had started dating. Happier days.
Sure.
Containment crate. These strains are covered in holy wards. These could be used to hold a demon. Same as the one in the penthouse. The killer demon came from this cozy little bunker. So clearly Carmeline and Witness were working together. Or Tom McGraffy. Guessing it was being used to see what's inside a demon. This device has something to do with studying demons. Seems to be some kind of high-powered microscope. Nothing else to see in here, I suppose. So, gotta go speak to Carmelina again. And then I guess we did Doom Jazz anyway, so fitting timing. So I'm probably not going to finish this game up tonight. I'll be getting close. I'm going to be switching over to... After I max out the friendship and get all the other leads, I'll leave the... getting our answer for next time, because I'm kind of... not able to read a ton of text that'll happen when we do that. But it'll go on a bit longer, because it'll also include... There's an achievement for speedrunning this game, completing it in under 10 minutes. So I'll show that off when I do too. I feel like the loading screens would have taken longer, so if I tried to quick travel, so that was actually faster. Good, we do. I was like, we have more to talk about, right? Anything to say to Witness? I just realized I didn't check. We do. We have to go speak to Witness. I just passed him by.
Halt! What do you want?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Targeted comedy and violence.
I'm in your bunker.
Ah.
Is it only code only to witness a blood vial?
Beg your
Various of me to say, but it was my lover's retreat. Like design as a bunker and drop my plan for them. That unused.
We have achieved perfection.
In time, witness felt illicit. Exciting, but things didn't work out. And they're in years. So I saw the logs I pulled
Don't
from it.
test me.
You definitely weren't experimenting on a killer demon in there? Really not.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, sweet. Something you want to tell me?
I beg your pardon.
Wasn't truthful. We didn't use that bunker for an illegal study of demons. I wanted to find out all we could for the sake of the island. At the beginning of the syndicate, there's been zero tolerance on demons. The missed knowledge frightened him. He trapped a killer demon and experimented on it. Haven't set foot in there for years, before he started. Where did he get a killer demon? He trapped one. I don't know how. Kept a secret. That means a lot to me. The other demon would die when the Island 24 ceases to exist. Henry's demon had already done irreparable damage to the island. This one wasn't going to do any more.
That's it.
What about Witness? Put it out of my mind. Got apart, and each other's matters became private again. That should be the last thing we have to talk to her about. But now we have to go speak to Witness. What? There's something to talk about with Yuri? I was hoping not to have to speak to him again, but whatever.
Yuri Knight.
Do you know why a book that you took from the library was in Henry's safe? Nothing to do with me.
Ren loved
Henry says a
Harry.
stranger passed him a
All
forbidden
that
book and told him to keep it a
remains
secret.
are facts.
That book is one you accessed. Not sure you can prove that, freak. If I remember correctly, the library vaults only record entry and exit, not what was read or taken. You just happen to know that? No, freak. I don't just happen to know that. I use the vault to acquire books to the architect. I know how the system works because I use it often. Did you access the library vault and give forbidden books on demonology to Henry?
Crime
No.
is repulsive.
You're the only one of the suspects to access that vault. Doesn't mean the book came from me. Wow, that's, so it's just talk to everyone now. Also max out friendship levels with Doom Jazz and... Akiko and Henry. I mean, we might have more, we might get another point to it when speaking to Henry about the book. One of the lead from one of them, but
Witness to the end.
Is this a fact?
witness, I've testified that you were using the secret bunker for demonology research.
Don't
From who?
test me.
What do you think? Whatever you think, you know, you don't. I always work for our holy masters. Nothing to do with the murder of the council, though.
Ooh.
Found a killer demon inside the council penthouse with the victim's blood all over its claws. Think you're onto something? Well, you don't know what you're talking about.
Crime cannot hide.
Then why don't you tell me? If you think you have some wild conspiracy theory, you will need to prove it in the trials. I won't talk further about this. See you in court, witness. Well, now I'm leaning more towards witness being responsible. Even though before it was just absolutely Carmelina because, you know, the doorways and stuff. Then again, she's definitely involved and knew about it because, again, the doorways. Go speak to Doom Jazz and Akiko and Henry. Taking that, I want to max out the relationship level with everyone before I wrap up this part of the stream. And so the conclusion will be for next time, which I will just do that on Sunday, I guess.
Game saved. Dr. Dujas.
Got a sec, Doc? Wonderful to see you again. The only one that doesn't call me the investigation freak. It's not nice to call people names, is it? The name was given to you derogatorily. You may have lived up to it, but you should be careful of the labels you let stick to. Sometimes you need to make the best of it. Sometimes you need pointing in the right direction. Love positive outlook. Don't let the others get to you. You know the Syndicate, self-serving and jealous, just like the gods.
Fabulous.
Glad you're rising above it. You're always going for the real talk nowadays. Got something else you want to talk about? I don't know. Things just feel pretty heavy around here. Mass murder tends to do that. Drags everyone down. Kills the vibe. No one's very posy anymore.
How?
Just want to get to perfect 25 and start again. Doing my best, Doc.
I've got all the time.
You always do. That's why you were called down. You're forgiving and forgetting my past. Ah, whatever. You gotta make mistakes. You've been the type to bind people to their history. People change.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Rest, Doc. You didn't proposition me this time.
Wonderful.
I assume you're going to stop by again at some point before it's all over? We'll see. We've only got the 3 left, and so it's... I'll double check that, but...
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
I'm glad to be back.
I'm gonna Kiko?
Norchito, you're out of your mind.
Humor
The
me.
investigation.
Why do you hate me so
is
much,
here.
Kiko? Thought you were the investigation freak. It's not that hard to figure out. What's your problem? Is this soldier versus civvy thing?
Check.
Case file completed. You've solved the mystery. Why does that feel like this? We of the world. We exist in different planes. We see different things. I work so that you may sleep at night. You trot about without a care in the world. Service requires no thanks. What a good lapdog you are.
Norchito.
We're done here. Goodbye.
Henry Division.
Found a forbidden tome about demonology in your apartment. What are you doing with it? You fucking real? It's one big fucking joke? The fuck do you think I was doing with it? Propping up a table? Doing some fucking demon fuckingology.
Got it.
Who gave it to you? Stranger, we went through this
I
already.
have a
This where your
bad
memory fails
feeling
you?
about this.
Don't get cute. Doc Henry, what is up with the slaughter ritual? Citizens don't get to go to the next island, so the ritual takes place where the citizens are sacrificed to the gods. Everyone becomes awash with blood, and the psychic energy of the deaths is directed to the gods by the High Priestess.
Of course.
Don't you think that's really fucked up? It's the worst part of this whole thing. Perfect 25 should end it. No more dead islands.
I must be the
But a
bad
big
guy,
fucking
right?
load of kidnapped citizens, though, right? Sounds real perfect. Whatever. Back to the dock we go! By that, I mean the doctor. Hopefully, fast traveling in and out of areas will reset the cooldown for Hangout. Because they're the only people we have left. And there's really nothing else for me to do on this island now.
Dr. Joe.
That's gonna be a minor problem. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, that's all I have left, so I have to figure out a... And I probably gotta talk to each of them at least twice more.
Game saved.
I don't think enough time has passed, but it's supposed to be enough time to have passed. You look up a guide, it just says, oh yeah, fast traveling in and out, but we totally fast traveled in and out.
Dr. Joe.
Oh, there we go. Weird. For a sec, Doc? Back from a real talk. Hit me.
Wonderful.
Nothing lasts forever except the certainty of change. Wrong voice. Quoting philosophy now? Please. Some song on a skate punk compilation. Skate punk? Never thought you'd be into that. One of the citizens we abducted from the real world had it with him. What other phases have I missed? Got big into mathcore for a while. I was drinking a lot of coffee and Mexican hip hop. For everything that's wrong with these islands, we at least have a lot of different people here. Punk is this island's flavor? Hopefully we'll abduct someone with some more CDs for Perfect 25. I think a massive oppressed citizens would mean that there was more punk music on the island.
I don't like this.
Not allowing them to access to instruments or any real means of creativity probably hinders that. Why do you think there are so many murders in the apartments?
I'm a professional.
Onside always said you can't build pyramids without slaves. We've got enough pyramids. I agree. Catch you later, Doc. Not quite there. Probably one more time with him. And then we'll should have max friendship then. Hopefully enough time has passed.
Grand Marshal Agaku 14.
Taz. Sweet.
Nenorachito!
Yes, yes. You remember me. You still collect water bullets? Why do you
I'm
care?
glad to be
Friendship,
back.
Kiko. We've been through this. Fine, yes. Okay, good. What's the centerpiece of your collection? Centerpiece? The most important part.
Soldier!
They're all important, bro. The relics are created through the actions of soldiers given their lives in combat. How can one be more important than the others? That's a good way of thinking about it. I know. Take this. Shelfman demon I killed in Romania before the Syndicate. Thank you, Kiko. I appreciate it. Good. Now that we've played this friendship thing out, we're done, right?
That's weird.
I'm a
Done?
soldier!
Since we became friends, you got what you wanted. You can leave me alone now.
Sorry.
That's what you wanted, Kiko. Took longer than I was hoping. Goodbye. Achievement. Achieve max annual level at Kiko.
Relic obtained.
I mean, this, yeah, we...
Every division.
He's talking to me. He's helping. His little chat's helping you work out who did it. I'm getting a picture of the island. I understand the Chris Wolf crime better. Like what you see. Fans can't continue like this. How are you going to fix it?
Sure.
That's a job for the next island. I need to find the truth first.
Of course!
You promise you're going to do something? I'll do what I can. Seeing it is a slow ship to turn. You stick to that. Whatever. Bossy citizen. Chief max annual level with Henry. Yeah, there's only... Doom Jazz is the only one left. Because the only other achievement I have left after that is the speedrun one. There's not even one for beating the game. Like, pick it, even though I know there is no clear ending. You can accuse literally everyone, and he will not tell you if you're right or wrong. It'll just give you an answer. I have not seen any of them, but I know that that's how it works. So with the speedrun one's the only other achievement besides maxing out the relationship with Doom Jazz, because he's the last character. Hopefully enough time has passed. Nope.
Dr. Ninjas.
Is this a fact?
Dr. Ninjas.
And sector. Get in the air. Been spraying pheromones again. That one's about to end. This may be the last time we talk for you, and judge determine who's guilty. Better not waste any more time then.
I hadn't.
Hey, look, stop talking. Been wonderful to see you again. Don't. You were never any good at the conversation
It's
afterwards.
been wonderful.
Take this,
to
but
see
save
you
until you're
again.
off duty. Flamboyant wine obtained. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Want to play doctors?
I hope so. Achievement. Philosophy of Doctor. Achieve maxing out level with Doom Jazz. That's everyone. Legitimately, all that's left is end the game, but I'm not, like I said, because there should be a lot of text of that. I'm going to be leaving that for probably Sunday. What I'll do is switch on over to Skull the Hero Slayer for a bit before I wrap up for tonight.
Getting saved.
There we go. So with that, for everyone watching this part on YouTube, tune in next time for the continuation or the finale of Paradise Killer. That'll be fun. Yeah. that's a way to wrap up. Ben Lord Jabu, have a good morning, evening, night. See you all again later, YouTube.